Mr. Transformers 96 here with another review, this time of the Avengers, Iron Man, Shatterblast, Iron Man. So here you go. So this is the second version of the Mark 7, and it's basically the same thing, just some extra articulation. I don't have the box. That's solely because this actually isn't mine. This is my brother's. He got it, and so I stole it for a review right now. So yeah. So very cool. So the reason I didn't get it was because from packaging it looked pretty much like the same thing as the Mark 7, and so it was awesome that he got it because now I can compare it and actually see. And well, let's actually go to his accessory. So the different thing about the other Mark 7 is their accessory as well. So this time he's got a gun, you know, of course it's got these kind of cool flaps on the side. That looks kind of nice. Overall it's the same thing. You can clip it onto his arm, of course, and you just put the missile in. It locks in place and then you press this button and it goes. So yeah. Overall definitely not the best you know, weapon. I mean, it's pretty basic. It works really well though, so if you like the shooting guns, you're gonna like this. Compared to the other Mark 7, they're I don't know what to call it, not mech tech weapon, but their other accessory, you know, they're both, you know, goofy enough. The other one you know, had the spinning kind of blade. So yeah. So now to compare the figures, because that's what pretty much everyone has come to this review to see. How different is he from the original Mark 7? And I'm here to tell you he's just about exactly the same. Paint-wise, the red, the gold, and the silver, he is exactly the same. The only differences is the arc reactor on the original one is white. On the new one, it is it's like a really light blue. So yeah, overall I think it's too blue. And then his eyes, it might be a little bit hard to see, but the new one has blue eyes and the old one has white eyes. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell. Let's see if you can just see from here. Yeah, you can kind of see it better. And yeah, overall with mine, like this one's drawn on better. The black outline of the face, I've got a little smudging right there, so yeah. But overall, basically the same thing. I mean, it's the exact same mold for sure. The only other thing is articulation. And as you can see, articulation is exactly the same all the way down to his knees. Now, the knees are the only thing that are different, and then the ankles. So over here, let me just show you his articulation. He had a hinged knee and a no ankle articulation. Over here with the new one, he's got a double hinged knee, so you can do a lot more. On this side, though, it is stuck right here. I could not get this joint to move. I mean, it's terribly hard to move, so I don't know what's up with that. It's just, it got stuck. Too wet paint. You know, the paint was too wet, and kind of stuck it together. Of course, there's tricks to unlock that joint, so don't worry about that, though. And then he's got a ball hinge pivot ankle. The only thing is, because he's got these, like, guards on his ankle, it does hinder the pivot just a tiny bit, but he can pivot, so overall, yeah, it's kind of nice. I don't think that Iron Man really needs a pivot ankle, because I don't know, it doesn't seem to work with him. He's fine with the regular ankles, you know, hinge swivel thing. The only really big difference about this is the double hinge knee. That's just the really nice part about this. Is a double hinge knee and an ankle articulation, an ankle pivot worth $10? I don't think so, especially since at the end of the day, when you're done, you know, posing this guy, doing whatever you want with it, he's just gonna go on your shelf, and he's just gonna be there. So overall, if you have the original one, I just say stick with the original one. Now, if you don't have the original one, and you have to choose between these two in the store, the new one is better because of the articulation. I think that the white arc reactor looks better, in my opinion. I think it's more movie accurate, because the reactors, they're really just white, aren't they? I mean, there might be a subtle glow, but this is too blue for me. I don't think it looks right. But, so if you just want one that's going to look the best on your shelf, I go with the first Mark 7. If you want a better, you know, funner one to kind of pose and play with, then I go with the second Mark 7. So yeah. But overall, the original figure, just give a quick review, even though I've already done a review. It's really nicely sculpted. I am a big fan of the red. I think it's nice, it's glossy, it's very cool. I really do love it. The gold's nice, it's pretty shiny, and the silver's shiny as well. The rest of the articulation is a swivel neck with, I mean, it is a ball joint, but it's very much hindered, so it's pretty much just a swivel neck. Ball hinge shoulders, hinge swivel elbows, no wrist, no waist, ball hinge hips with a thigh swivel, and then you know the knees and ankles. So overall, he's still lacking. I mean, if they put in a wrist swivel and ball jointed upper torso, I would be really into this figure, because by then there's enough posability that you could do some really fun stuff with it, and then it would be cool. But really, they added 2 extra joints. Is that worth buying a whole other figure that you probably already have? No, not in my opinion. Not in the long shot. But yeah, but here he is, just compared with the Mark 6 from the Avengers toy line. As you can see, pretty cool. So overall, I mean, if you don't have the first one, then this is a nice one to get. But if you do have the first one, this is totally not worth it to get. I don't recommend it whatsoever. This is just a cash grab. It really is. I mean, throw in an extra joint and throw in 2 extra joints and recycle a different weapon, and you're good to go. They're gonna sell lots of these. So definitely don't recommend it if you have the first one. But if you don't, this is a nice one because it's got a couple extra joints. So yeah. So there you go. So that's my review of the Avengers, the 2nd edition, Mark 7. Thanks for watching.